seniors, I'm sorry. Sincerely sorry for us not being able to get to that last game. But I will say this. You guys gave us everything you guys could give, and I sincerely appreciate that. Man, I'll tell you, with the pandemic and everything else going on, if you'd known then what we would have had, you would have just, thought about, how great and how lucky we were to get through our season. But, man, bittersweet. I feel like, not having a chance to get, our team at full strength ever hurt us, as far as where I thought we could have been. But just loved how much fun I had with this team, with this group. Just a good bunch of guys that worked hard and played well together. Didn't have issues with each other, which is always fun. And I fought for the common good. I just remember, certain games where, we're down or we're battling, like no one seemed to turn on each other. They just stuck with it. And that's hard. That's hard going through what we went through and then getting to that place where guys just stepped up and became what they became for us. But it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I wouldn't trade any of those moments in from this year for anything.
Come on, here we go. Don't hop, don't hop, don't hop. Go, come on. Find the tire, find the empty tire. Let's go.
Hey, you're on three. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
We got a good bunch of guys. They like playing with each other. They like to compete. Our scrimmages and practice stuff is always like super competitive, and they like going against it. Like they like to battle. They like to play hard. And it's been practices have been really good for us. Really good. This ain't just the first game for me. This is thank you, Coach McGinnis. Thank you, Coach McGinnis. Thank you for giving us this first. Thank you for giving us this game first. We can start anywhere else. We're going against a good team that wants you, that we beat twice last year. That's a good thing for us. Definitely a good thing for you. Definitely. I know where I'm at. I know where I want to be. My hope is that the 12 of you want the same thing I want. But they're not going to give it to you. Everyone looked at us as the team, so we had a big X on our back. And every night, we were the team they were circling to play, and we were getting everybody's best effort. And we'd always talk about either they're going to be scared or they're going to come out wanting to kill you. And we literally withstood that. We fought off. We battled through it.
to the high school OT showcase at Millbrook High School. Last game of the night, Millbrook Wildcats, Ben L. Smith, Golden Eagles. This should be a good one. Lots of high on the court. We're about to tip off. And this is what you ask for when you get one of these events.
They want to play a tough matchup against a packed house to set up a playoff environment, and that's exactly what we have right now.
To McCoy, who does find Phil. Phil has been the guy for Millbrook this year. Vander Hyde for three. Yes.
Great shot there by Millbrook. And Millbrook bringing the ball up. Out to Zach Miller for three, and he knocks it down.
The touch off the backboard on fading away from the basket. What a shot, Vander Hyde. And Millbrook is running. Jalen McCoy in transition. Yes. Layup good. 19-point lead.
Taking flight. The Millbrook student section loved that.
We're definitely not perfect by any stretch. I think we're in a good place as far as what we're trying to do, but my goal is not to be at a good place until about February. So we're trying to every day try to get a little better, and I thought there was a lot of stuff we got to clean up from tonight, to get ready for conference play next week. But we just try every day to try to challenge ourselves to get a little better, and I think that's kind of where everybody is right now. So it may look a little better, kind of how we're playing right now, but believe me, the work's going in for sure. So, Adam Carey. Adam, congratulations on a great senior year, great 4 years at Millbrook, and looking forward to seeing what happens, in the future for you. So, first award that we're going to give you is your all-conference award from this year. It's your first one. I don't know how we got this one, but your mom, actually, you probably earned this more than you did. This is your academic all-conference, which I did never think I'd be giving you this. I mean, I really feel like it might be a mistake. I might need to double check, but that's academic right. All-conference.
I'll be in them books.
Here's that last thing. Look, man, thank you so much for everything, for being who you are, for us and what you've been. And I look forward to coming and watching you play in the future, but just real excited about your future and what you got coming up. Right. All right? Thank you, sir.
So the Cap 7 has always been one of the toughest conferences, not just in the eastern part of the state, but in the whole state. You look at the teams that have been there. You've got Millbrook, obviously, Leesville, Broughton. All three have been to state championships in the last 10 years or so.
We have to go out and prove ourselves another 12 times to win this conference. One of the first goals I have every year is to win a conference that I think is very tough. That's my first goal.
Traditionally, this is a conference where there is a ton of basketball talent, and to win that conference, you are going to be battle tested when you come out of it.
Samuel, 4 years, man. A lot of fun, a lot of great times.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely enjoyed the ride of coaching you, and hopefully it helped in some way. But a lot of fun just being a part of your life. First and foremost, earned this first team all conference award. Earned that 100%. Very happy for you for that. This right here, I think, is your mom's. for you to make academic all-conference, this is definitely for her because
Oh, yeah.
I think she earned this more than anybody else. So I want to make sure she gets her praise for this.
Definitely.
Think about it. I mean, you're one of the few guys that only played for me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there are very few guys at Millbrook. Actually, I think you and Nolan are the only ones that played. Your whole time you played with me only. So I'm just real blessed to have had you and have that, and you've helped me be where I'm at, and I just appreciate it, and just can't wait to see, what you become as a player and as a man. But thank you for everything, and
Thank you.
look forward to seeing what happens with you in the future.
For sure.
All right.
When I think of Millbrook and Leesville, I think the first thing that comes to mind is just intensity. Like, it's the most intense high school rivalry, one of the most intense high school rivalries I've ever been around.
If I'm a coach, if I'm a player, probably not wanting to walk into Millbrook to play a game there.
It's almost like a sibling rivalry because I feel like both sides are kind of alike, but they really, really don't like each other.
Rivalry games are won because one team decides they're not going to lose. Like I told you guys yesterday, last 3 years we're 5-2 against Leesville. 2 losses were in there. That shouldn't happen to us anymore. I don't know if you notice, I'm in a pretty good, calm state because I know if we do what we're supposed to do, we're going to be fine. But my thing is, are the 10 of you ready to go do that?
Sure.
And look at your faces, y'all look like you are. So I'm not going to waste your time rah-rah on it because to me, y'all look like y'all ready to go. Well, Zach Miller, I'm going to give you the one first that your mom's going to be the proudest of. Academic All-Conference, sir.
Shoot, I made it.
Academic All-Conference.
Let's go.
Yeah. Mom's pretty proud of that one.
She would be.
Yes.
She will be.
And then next, one I'm most proud of is just all you did for us, and you made first team or second team all conference. Congratulations on that, sir.
Thank you.
Definitely earned that. You were a special guy, man. Like you're a winner in every sense of the word. Like I enjoyed having you a part of the program, but just coaching you and your energy and fight and just how good you are, man. You just were a great player for us for so long. And every team you were on, you made it better. With your energy, your attitude, your focus, your drive, and I'm kind of sad that you're not continuing to hoop at a big level, because I think you could do it anywhere you want to. But I'm blessed I got a chance to get a chance to coach you and say you were my guy, and I'm very, very happy about having this opportunity. So this is your senior flag. I just something a little different for ours. So I know you've gotten a few of those, playing baseball as well. But just something to kind of let you know how much we appreciate all you did for us at Millbrook.
Dude, this is awesome, man.
Holiday Invitational staff can ask anybody from America to come play in that tournament. So they're asking a team from right here in Raleigh to come compete with some of the best teams in the nation. It shows that they think highly of your program.
It's just such a unique experience because it's Christmas time. Your families can be in town to come watch you play against some of the best competition, not just here in the state, but across the country.
Your entire crowd, anyone who cares about Millbrook basketball, gets to show up. And they're amongst, 3,500 other people for the most part.
We got Millbrook versus defending private school champion Greenfield.
Oh, nothing back, fellas. Nothing back.
Oh, big block. Hey, Sam Hood.
So if you watch Millbrook highlights all year, you've seen a lot of that. That's the exact same play.
Yep. I like Greenfield's strategy right now.
Shot Trey.
That's my guy.
Shot Trey.
My guy Trey Pittman. Okay, Shot. Wrong take,
That's
Shot.
tough.
That's what you need to do. That's tough.
Shot and Lebo. Dang. There it is.
Greenfield came into this game thinking 100% they could win this game. So Millbrook has to make some adjustments.
Because right now we got people that hope we can win this game, and hope we get smacked on Saturday, and hope we get smacked on Monday, and hope we get smacked after that. But what I'm telling you is, if you guys put in the work that you've been showing me and your teammates, it's not going to matter who we're playing. Playing against a very good Greenfield team was good. I knew it would be tough for us because it was a different environment for us to be in a packed place like that, and I think our nerves got to us, which we shook off. But then the Montverde game, just to be in that thing, the last game of the night, the Saturday night game, and to play against one of the best high school teams ever, was something I'm never going to forget.
There was only one team out there to give Montverde a run for their money, and that was Millbrook. And it was set up to kind of have them meet in the second round and have St. Patrick's and Farmville meet on the other side. And I was going for an upset in one of those two games. I was planning on Millbrook beating Montverde or Farmville beating the Patrick School. And you know, that's not by accident. That comes from having a system, having a coach, and having players that know how to go out and get it.
First year guys, you three, thank you. Thank you. We're here because of y'all. We're here because of y'all. Y'all stuck with it, you stayed with it, you stuck the course, you stayed with it. You guys were on JV, fighting and battling, going undefeated, you stuck with it, you stayed with it, you stayed the course. You guys understand how much I appreciate that. We got a bunch of dudes. We got a bunch of dudes that ain't with us anymore, that left, that didn't stay a part of us. So when I say this, I say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate it so much. So if you ever want to repay me, do it right now.
We talk about the top teams in North Carolina. Millbrook's right in that conversation, in that 4A classification of the public schools. And we're going to have a big task, you know, to stop that three-headed monster of Cunningham, Sharp, and Barnes.
You guys are a prime time, grade A, must-see team that everybody can really see tonight.
This is the only, you know, I've been doing this since 2007. We've never had a team that was too good to be there, and Montverde was absolutely too good to be there. They had players that would have started on top 25 teams this year. A couple of guys who probably would have been the best players on those teams. They've got guys who are going to go on and play in the NBA. They've got guys who are going to go overseas and make lots of money, and they've got a Hall of Fame coach. I mean, that's the only time we've ever had a team and been like, they shouldn't be here, for sure.
So when you're from a big city like Raleigh and you look at little Farmville, a small town in Pitt County, a 2A school, you're probably thinking not a big deal, but that is a really top quality program. And the last few years, they have been one of the best teams in the state in any classification.
Guys, we're playing for something today. People can say we're playing for third place. We're playing for the bragging rights of this state. We're playing for the right to say who the better team is in this state. And on the East, everybody says it's us or them. I know who it is.
I spent many hours at that tournament over the last 10, 15 years. And it's just such a great experience to watch those kids compete, because you always see some of those local teams, some of those local kids have breakout performances, and that's what I always look for, because that is a stage where you can not just raise your stock as an individual player, as a recruit, as a prospect, but that is where you can take that next step forward as a team and propel yourself into what's to come January and February.
Eric, just like he got comfortable with being on the team and being a part of it and being able to make shots and take shots and use his length to help us, defensively, and the way he shared the basketball, I think really, bolstered his recruitment and both of us as a team.
I think there's a lot of what ifs that you can throw out for almost any team over the course of the season. And Millbrook's obviously no exception to that. There were injuries that people were talking about. What if this injury hadn't happened? What if this player was healthy? What if this was the case in that Leesville game in the third round of the playoffs? Would Millbrook have beaten Pinecrest and gone on to be a Coast State champion?
But I think Adam did a great job filling in. I still think how good they were with the guys they had. But yeah, it's one of those, it'll be one of the biggest what ifs in this area. If what could they have done with the New Mexico committee at point guard running the show for them?
Nolan. Man, I've known you longer than the 4 years you played at Millbrook. Been with us, but just seeing you grow from here up to here, just very happy the man you're becoming. And no senior year didn't go like we wanted to as far as you getting a chance to play, but you've set yourself up with a future, some things to do that I'm very happy and very proud of you. And if nothing else, a small token of my appreciation for all you've done for us and what you're going to do for the future is this thing. You may decide to make it a doorstop. You may decide to put it up as something to be aspired to, but I just appreciate all you've done for me and for us at Millbrook.
Appreciate it.
So, this will be yours, son.
Family, that's what Millbrook prides itself on. Little kids dream of putting on the Millbrook jersey.
When I came in, I knew they were good, but I didn't know how good they were until I started practicing with them. And once we all gelled together, it's what you see tonight. We're really good.
I think Will's season was full of just battling and banging. He's out there every night getting double, triple team, but he's still able to get 20 and 10, 20 and 12 seems like every night. With everybody's playing to shut him down. But I'd be remiss if I didn't speak about the contributions of Chris Daniels and Silas Demery as well. Chris had a really, really good game when we played against Hillside. When we played on, the Martin Luther King game. They were really jacked to play us, and we needed somebody to go lock up their guard, and Chris did an awesome job on that. I love this. Because a couple years ago, when we were out there hunting everybody, it was fun then, but it's more fun keeping everybody off. You got it? Sure. Let's go do it again. Let's go. First of all, your all-conference award.
Thank you.
Your academic all-conference award. Next up, your all-district. Congratulations. Got a little hardware there. I'm sorry you got so much stuff, but just appreciate you so much, man. It was so much fun coaching you. Like I said, I wish I had more time with you.
So yeah, Millbrook was hot, but then I saw Millbrook and Hillside, which, I mean, Hillside's a really good program, but that was the first time I thought, like, okay, Millbrook, it was tight. So I was like, they might lose this game because Hillside was really good, it's a very tight game, but I was like, okay, this is good for Millbrook, for them to be tested going into Leesville, because Leesville had just gotten Jalen McDonald back, and we all knew the hypes around it, you know, him and Carter Witt playing together for the first time against Millbrook.
Every one of those games, it felt like, oh man, like this is not gonna be good for Leesville.
Our energy next must be above theirs. Play through everything that happens.
But I just remember Millbrook attacking it and jump out to a big lead. I'm thinking like, oh, well, here we go again. Like Millbrook's the best team in the state. Like they're gonna blow this team out. But then Leesville just like wouldn't go away, and it just felt like Millbrook couldn't put them away.
At the end of the day, if the teams and the talent are fairly close, whoever is willing to fight it out and not stop fighting out, not stop to take a breath, not stop to break, that's who's gonna win. And in that situation, Leesville just wanted it more. And they kept swinging, hoping they would connect. And eventually they did. To their credit, Carter fought, and Jalen, you know, I'll be real, Jalen didn't play a great game. Like Jalen didn't have a fantastic game, but he did enough to disrupt what the other side was trying to do.
I tell you, man, that's why I feel like I have the best job in the world, being a basketball coach at Millbrook. I know that every night you're going to play against a rival school that wants to beat you. They're going to come in with a great game plan. The coaches are going to have those kids ready to go, and our kids have got to figure it out. And it's not always going to be about me fixing it. Sometimes it's going to be about them as young men just getting it together and just fighting through and battling through the process of getting the win. And look, in those games, you're not trying to win by 50. You're trying to get the win. Yo, man, very happy for you. Very happy that I got a chance to be a part of your life, for these 4 years. But we're not done by any stretch. You're going off to college, but, to me, you're always going to be a Wildcat. I'm just very happy to have a chance to coach you, mentor you, be a part of your life. You have great people in your life. You have great family, great parents. But more than anything else, you're a great person, and you're gonna excel at whatever you want to do in life because you're great. Does that make sense? Yes, sir. So this is a small token from Millbrook to let you know that as a graduating senior, this was a crazy year we never would expect, but the Lord has a plan for all of us, and for this to work out for you, to be going to Belmont Abbey, I am very excited. We're very excited, and just wanted to let you know this is not the way we thought we'd be doing this, but we're able to. So this is your senior plaque. Thank you for everything you've done for us. It was a surreal moment. You think about all the times in life that kids tell you what they want to do. They tell you their dream. They tell you their aspirations. They tell you that they want to be in the NBA. And then to see a kid at 5'9", no doubt, make it, get there. The kid only had 3 or 4 offers, and he went to, a small school and made it happen. He made his luck. And we tell kids all the time, if you put in the work, you put in the time, you can do it. And for him to actually go out and do it and have it as a show, it was amazing. So then to have him come back on, and it was senior night, but I'm glad it was senior night for those kids to be like, you know what? If I put forth effort, if I try my best, I can be what I want to be. So Chris, to me, embodies what America is, You got to take your chances. You got to make yourself what you can be, and you got to fight and go out and get it done, and not let the excuse of anything, your race, your height, your whatever, be the thing that holds you back from it, because that young man didn't have everything in life. He had things, but he didn't have everything he wanted, but he made it happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Millbrook High School, number 3, Chris.
Senior night, part 2.
And us be successful and have a great senior night, and us to play really well against Broughton that night. I think Parker Swisher had like 100 points that night. I think we threw a lob for him. He almost dunked it. Like, there were so many special things that kind of culminated. Like, when the night was over, I kind of sat back and just kind of just ran everything through my mind and was just thinking, man, how lucky I was to be a part of that. Coming here to see you, at your house. I've loved having you play, basketball at Millbrook. I mean, you've done great things. Freshman year playing for me, I'll never forget at practice. You got a concussion the first day, couldn't even play for a while. I remember that. Fought through it, break through, went undefeated on JV. Great year. I mean, then the great 2 years on varsity. I just appreciate everything, man. You've just done it all. It's been just a staple kid, smart, friendly, great teammate, great to my niece Casey. But I just really, really love you, and I'm so glad. I'm so glad that I can bestow this upon you. This is your senior plaque. It has a lot of the things that you've done in your time at Millbrook, and I'm just so happy that I can be the one bringing this to you. Now, granted, these are not the ideal circumstances to do that, but I'm so glad that for you, Parker, I could be giving you this because you've earned it, son. Parker, love you, bro.
Thanks, Coach, but I'm Tyler.
Yeah.
I sit down with everybody as a team, and I have them write down 3 team goals, 3 individual goals, and every player, all 13 of them, each one of their team goals was to go undefeated.
He did a great job with that group, and to keep them centered and focused to win those games was amazing, because when you get a winning streak like that, sometimes you can kind of get over yourself a little bit and start thinking about you being better than the team.
I think towards the end, they got a little bit, 2/3 season, they got pretty anxious about doing it. And I kind of tried to remind them, that, just keep getting better each day and keep working hard. And, I really felt what was great about it is our last game at Broughton, I felt like we played our best basketball.
I promise you that I'm going to give you everything I got.
Hey, seniors, this ain't our last game. Yes, sir. All right, let's go out on top tonight.
Like the last 3 or 4 weeks or so of the season, we had a really good idea that we could see a Millbrook-Leesville round 3 matchup in the playoffs.
Just to give you a little sidebar, I wasn't even covering that game. I just showed up to watch as a fan.
The fans were crazy. It was a goosebumps type game for sure.
I wasn't gonna miss Leesville Millbrook 4 for everything, for all the marbles.
That was a game it was a pleasure to be there to cover that game, just as somebody who loves basketball.
Everything's not going to be perfect tonight, which is fine. Which is fine. But what's not fine is not giving our best.
It was high intensity. It was close throughout. It was one team would make a run, the other team would come back.
I just felt like Leesville was so confident because they had won the previous 2, and it was at their place. Felt like, once it started snowballing, and give credit to Leesville, they played well. Millbrook battled, but once it started snowballing, it was just like, there's nothing you can do.
down to the end of regulation, and Millbrook needs a prayer to force overtime, and we get there, and overtime was I don't even know how to describe it.
Despite Leesville being the higher seed, I still felt like all the pressure was on Millbrook, because Millbrook had the higher expectations. So many people expected so much more from them from the beginning of the season. I mean, even back to last year, with them losing to Greenville and returning so many guys, I felt like the pressure was on them every time they played. And I mean, these are still teenagers. I felt like that pressure can mount.
Just the fact that Millbrook basketball is more than a one-year pony. We do this every year to be the best we can be, and I'm really, really excited about what's coming up in the future. Like I said, I hate to see 2020 go, but for what we're going to do 2021 and the future, I just see and feel great things. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm great. Standing here with your son. Millbrook has something for you. This is called the Parent Recognition Award. Yes. Yes, so wanted you to see it. Thank you for all the meals and all the stuff you did for us and you do for us. And just want to let you know how much we appreciate you. This Faculty Recognition Award winner. And what we thought was just you being at our games and just supportive of us and fighting for us and cheering for us and just being there for us, throughout everything. And all you do here is not only data manager, but as football coach, track coach, something we kind of wanted to give you as thanks for all you do for us here at Millbrook.